Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Laura Souter with Agency Bel, 1L. And today I have Brad Cashin of Renovation Planning and Interiors with me to share a little bit about what it's like to work with Agency Bel. Hello, Brad.
How's it going, Laura?
Good. So you're a relatively new employee with the firm. It's an interior design firm, of course. And I know we were probably like starting the process of working with your firm when you came on board. But just, I'd love to hear what some of the perceptions of the brand as it was and how you think we've been able to evolve it together, the four of us and working together.
Yeah, so I was brought on due to my background in architecture and, the ability to kind of help grow our client list and take on larger projects. Because you mentioned the genesis of the company is interior focused. So I think that the current name that we're working with now, Renovation Planning and Interiors, is really an interior focused name, right? I don't think it really is in tune with the brand of what we want to become or the space that we want to move into, which is the purpose of me coming onto the firm initially. So I think that, the name just wasn't communicating what we needed it to.
And obviously, I'm kind of going a little bit forward. Obviously, we've just renamed. We're not going to say what the name is yet. But how do you feel? Do you feel confident about the new name? What are your thoughts about the new name and how it reflects the future?
Yeah, shared it internally with some friends, and they're all very impressed by it. I think that it really, our current name, I think, could be limiting, as I mentioned. So I think the new name will not do that. I think it'll really help open some doors and prevent people from pigeonholing us into just the interiors market.
Excellent. I'm so happy to hear that. That's what we aim for. So you have been part of this project since the beginning. Can you share a little bit about what it's been like to work with Agency Bel and the process of getting to this new name, getting to where we are today?
Yeah, it's been great. I think you did a phenomenal job listening, which I think is huge in any kind of design driven or creatively driven endeavor. I think somebody who works in design, I think a lot of designers can try to apply their personal preference instead of listening to their client. And while we do have expertise as creative people, we need to listen to our clients to understand what they want to do and then process that through our expertise, right? And I think you did a great job doing that and giving us a lot of options and kind of attacking the problem from multiple directions, which I think, is what really good creative people do. I think some people have kind of one certain process or direction that they come at something from, as opposed to attacking something from every angle and then finding out which the best angle of attack is, right? I was really pleased with that. And I think also, we are, like as mentioned, we're a design firm, and we have people with opinions and egos, and you did a really good job listening to each of us as individuals, and then finding something that I think really kind of threaded, and brought everything together.
I appreciate that. That is a good noticing. Some of my clients like to work individually and then share what we've done with their team. But I'm really happy that the owner of the company shared with his, two lead designers the process. And I think the project is richer for that collaborative approach. So, but it definitely adds a little twist to the to the thing where,
Jeff,
you have.
You probably would end up where we ended up together anyway.
maybe. But anyway, so thank you for that. And were there any big ahas in working with Agency Bel or in working through this process? Like, is there something like that you noticed about your team or about branding?
Personally, I had a lot of I was surprised. Typically I tend to be a pretty intuitive designer and decision maker. And I was surprised about how I had initial opinions usually during the meeting that after 24 to 48 hours, I kind of had come around to new ways of thinking. And I think that was just because I hadn't thought the way that you presented. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there was things that I wasn't necessarily in love with initially, But the more I thought about it, the more I came to appreciate it and understand it and, agree with it.
Good. And has it changed in working with me in creating this new brand vision and starting this new launch that we're planning for September? Has this changed the way you look at your role and yourself as a business person for this new entity? Do you have a new way of looking at it?
Yeah, I think that we are, as a company, this is just a part of the process we're going through to help us, really hone in on what our target market is and what to go after. And I think that this was a very helpful tool to, kind of identify that market and then understand the steps we need to take to get to where we want to be.
Excellent. So,
well, not, I think the brand is external, but I think that the steps that you have to take to get to that brand are internal, right? So I think that, they do work hand in hand.
Right. And I'll definitely want to check in with you once we've launched to get your feedback on what you've noticed in the marketplace and how receptive the marketplace has been to the launch. But internally, the feedback has been good too, right?
Oh, terrific.
Yeah. How many staff people do you have now at your company?
We're 5. We have 5 people.
Okay, cool. So excellent. Well, I appreciate your time and observations today. Thank you very much. Laura Sauter with Agency Bel.
Thank you, Laura.
Brad, thank you.